Hello, my name is DeSousa, Mayor of Saint Laurent. The first question is, what are your goals for the next 4 years? I'm looking to make sure that in Saint Laurent we remain a community that is well liked, well appreciated, and where the community feels that they have a very close contact with their elected officials. Our only promise is to work hard for the community and to be there when they need us. And I do think that there are many issues on the horizon, some of which relate to Saint Laurent, others to Montreal. In Saint Laurent, our big project is going to be the implementation of the REM project that will be giving us the Two Mountains line, a link to the West Island and a link to the airport. And with that come other issues such as development, such as the need for more schools, and again, we will be looking to make sure that those needs are going to be met. On a similar note, in Montreal, we hope to be able to bring positive change to make sure Montreal is a city that we can all be pleased and proud of, and for which we want to continue serving. We feel that there's a major issues that have been neglected over the last 8 years, and so if the community and the population gives me their confidence and trust, I will also be working to make sure that we can do our best to make Montreal a city that is well run and appreciated. Our second question is, what action will be taken to prevent flooding as especially affected Saint Laurent in recent years? We have seen that with climate change that we're seeing rainfall coming more and more frequent, but also in greater volumes and concentrated in areas that effectively overwhelm our current drainage systems. So we will be looking forward to doing as much as we can to make sure that we can deal with excess water and flooding on a holistic basis by looking at the watersheds that run through Saint Laurent, identifying spots where the water could be stored for the 5 or 6 days when we do have extra rain, and lastly, that water is kept safe and would reduce the pressure on the collectors and the pipes such that residents would have less of a chance of having flooding impacting their homes. That being said, we will also be working with residents to make sure that they have used and will use the best possible knowledge, techniques, and materials to protect their homes, their basements, their garages, and for that we have already begun the work and will be doing that since. We also hope that the Center City, which manages and has responsibility for stormwater, will also look at it and be able to be there at our sites. Question 3. There have been many complaints about a lack of parking due to multi-hour and sometimes confusing no parking signs in some areas. What will you do about this, and will it be retained? We have worked very hard to make sure our community is safe, and we have worked hard to make sure that the provincial law that requires 5 meters to be disengaged from the corners be identified with proper signage so that people know that they shouldn't park there, and to also make sure that they don't get tickets unnecessarily. By doing so, we have increased the amount of vision and visibility for pedestrians, for people walking by, whether it be mothers with carriages, senior citizens, young kids, such that they can be seen by car traffic, and thus we hopefully hope to have minimal accidents and ultimately save lives. Our work was done in consultation with the residents. With the arrival of the REM, we consulted our residents around the 4 stations. We took into account the impact of COVID. And lastly, we wanted to make sure that the highway code restrictions were properly identified. All of those have been implemented, with the only remaining features to come for the REM stations. And once we get a better handle on what the REM traffic will do to our community, we've got measures that the community has agreed to and which will be implemented if the problems should arise. I am seeking another term as mayor because I do have a number of projects that still remain to be done, and as a result I'm asking the residents in Saint Laurent for their support and for their confidence. You have been with me all through the years, and we have done really amazing things in Saint Laurent that has made Saint Laurent a great place to live, work, and play. there still remains much to be done for transport, for schools, and for some recreational activities. And to be able to do that, we do need the continuity to make sure that these opportunities are not lost. In that regard, November 2nd is election day. I'm not proud of the fact that our turnout at the last election was low, 28%, and that's why I'm asking you as a resident of Saint Laurent to do what you can, not just yourself, but with your neighbors and friends, to make sure that we get as many people out to the polls as they can. I'm confident that if we have people who are coming out to vote, they will make the right choices as we do in a democratic society. In the meantime, I want to thank you again for your attention to what I'm saying, but I'm also going to thank you for what you're going to do in going to vote.